Many of you guys may be dealing with a blockage of energy throughout the day, especially in this day and age. I myself had similar experiences, and so I put together a simple flow that you can do every morning to start your day. It's a combination of Sun-salutation A and B and helps energize the body and increase blood circulation. A key element to this flow is the mind and body connection, so make sure to listen to my breath cues as I guide you through them. As you continue to do this routine every day, I assure you that the breath work as well as the poses will become much easier, so just be patient with yourself. Okay, let's begin. Let's begin with Sun-salutation A. Start by standing tall with your feet hip-width apart in Tadasana, also known as mountain pose. This is the foundation of your flow, so take a second here to connect with your breath and relax the shoulders back. Taking a deep breath in. Distribute your weight evenly on the corners of your feet. Rotate your palms so they're facing forward, and then engage your thighs to lift your kneecaps up. Inhale as you reach your arms up, taking your gaze towards your hands, and then exhale as you scoop your arms down towards the floor, folding forward at your hips. Relax your head down for this forward fold. The arms can come to a block or to the floor. Inhale as you lengthen your spine forward, coming into a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Keep your gaze lifted and the spine extended forward. The fingertips can stay on the floor or come to the shins. Exhale as you plant your hands to the floor, stepping back into the plank pose. Make sure that your hands are directly underneath your shoulders and they're facing forward. Distribute your weight of your hands evenly across the base of your fingers. Shift your chest slightly forward so your shoulders are about half inch past your wrists. Option to take your knees to the floor now. Come into Chaturanga Dandasana by bending your elbows 90 degrees. Inhale as you scoop your heart up and forward, turning the tops of the feet down, coming into upward facing dog. Keep your knees lifted off the floor and draw your shoulders back. Exhale as you tuck the toes under, lifting the hips up and coming into downward facing dog. For this pose, you can start by keeping a slight bend in the knees to get the extension in the spine. Make sure that your hands are planted firmly and the fingers are separated. Distribute the weight in the hands to the base of the fingers and the thumbs. Now slowly straighten the legs. In this downward facing dog, take 3 breaths, keeping the arms straight. Exhale your last breath out completely, then bend your knees, taking your gaze between your hands and walking or slightly hopping forward. Inhale as you place your hands on your shins or the floor and extend your spine for a halfway lift. Finally, exhale as you release your head down, coming into Uttanasana or forward fold. Hands can come to a block or the floor. Now inhale as you sweep your hands back up to the ceiling, and finally exhale as you place your hands together in a prayer by your chest. Take a deep breath. Now we're going to do our sun salutation again, and we're just going to do a little faster this time. So let's begin. Inhale as you reach your arms up. Take your gaze up to the ceiling. Exhale as you scoop your hands down, folding forward at the hips and planting your hands down to a block or the floor. Release your head down. Inhale as you lengthen your spine forward, coming into Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Option here to place the hands on the shins. Exhale as you plant your hands to the ground and lightly hop or step back to the plank. Shift your weight slightly forward again, lowering into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale as you curl your toes under and scoop the heart forward for upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Keep your kneecaps lifted off the floor. Now exhale as you tuck the toes under and lift the hips for downward facing dog. Check to see that the hands are facing forward and the weight is distributed to the base of the fingers. Take another 3 breaths here, relaxing the shoulders back. Exhale completely. Bend your knees, take your gaze forward, and lightly hop or step forward. Inhale to your halfway lift point with the spine extended. Hands can be on the shins. Exhale as you release your head down for Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale as you take your arms up all the way, and exhale as you place them at a prayer at your chest. For our final sun salutation, we're going to take sun salutation B, which is slightly different than the previous one, but builds upon what we learned. So start again at Tadasana, mountain pose, with the feet hip width apart. Take a second to take a deep breath in and exhale. Bend the knees and sit back into chair pose. Check to see that your knees do not pass your toes. Keep your weight in your heels as you press into the outer edge of the feet. Now inhale as you straighten your arms overhead. Exhale as you come to your forward fold, placing your hands on a block or the floor, releasing the head down. Inhale as you lengthen your spine forward, coming into halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. The arms can be on the shin or the floor. Plant the hands down, step or hop back into plank as you exhale and lower into Chaturanga Dandasana. Hover for a moment, and then inhale as you flip the tops of the feet and open your heart for upward facing dog. Exhale as you draw the hips for downward facing dog, or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Make sure that the fingers are facing forward here and take 3 deep breaths. Inhale as you draw your right leg back up to the ceiling, and then exhale as you step that right foot forward into runner's lunge. Place your hands on your hips. The back leg should be turned up and the hips facing forward. Bend the right knee at a 90-degree angle and check to see that the knee is directly over the heel. Now pivot that back foot down as you inhale the arms into Warrior 1 or Virabhadrasana 1. Check to see that the knee is still aligned directly over the heel. Distribute the weight of the back foot to the outer edge. Exhale as you cartwheel your arms back to the ground and step into your plank. Lower down again to Chaturanga Dandasana, and then inhale as you flip your toes under and scoop your heart to upward facing dog. Exhale as you draw your hips back into downward facing dog. Relax the shoulders and take 3 breaths here. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. Inhale as you draw the left leg up and back. Now exhale as you step the left foot forward into runner's lunge. Bend the left knee to ensure that it is directly over the heel. Straighten your back leg to activate it. Pivot the back foot down as you inhale your arms up into Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Lift your chest and roll your shoulders back. Exhale as you cartwheel the arms down and come into plank. lower down to Chaturanga Dandasana, and then inhale into Ardha Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale back into downward facing dog, again taking 3 breaths to connect the mind and the body. See what you can relax here. The shoulders, the face. Bend your knees, take your gaze up, and step or slightly hop forward. Inhale as you lengthen your spine forward, coming to halfway lift or Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale as you allow your head to release down in your forward fold, Uttanasana. This is your last forward fold, so take a second here to really bend deeply and release any tension in the body. Exhale as you allow your head to release down. Inhale as you reach your arms up, sinking your hips back into chair pose or Utkatasana. Again here, feeling the power as your arms shoot out. And then finally swoop your arms back to the side, coming into Tadasana, your final mountain pose. Take a deep breath in here and feel the energy that's generated by moving through this flow. Keep at this, everyone. Hope this has given you guys energy to move through the rest of your day.